Violet grass is a plant that enjoys a moist environment and is best picked after it rains. If you should choose to pick any, be sure to store them appropriately.
Solidify! Order guide you!
Useless.
This is order.
Be silent.
Stabilize.
Wayne, a moonlit night for all.
Close your eyes. Observe.
103.000 Schaden. 103.000 Schaden bekommen. 103.000 Schaden. Okay, nachher mal drüber Schaden bekommen. 3.000 Schaden. So, Leute. Die Attacke 2050. Na 2000 špaksa vaši, je 2008. 2000 špaksa vaši, 2008 vaši, da maši. Darab. Egal, salvech نرجع هنا ده salvech بين ده salvech. Sie بيقولوا اسمها بزركش نرف سنون هاي. نرف بزركشي. Flens. Und damals بزركشي. بس 15 sind. Und mo tierische do. Zweimal nerf auf eine Kreisschema. 150.000 Ski, es reicht für mich. Mehr will ich nicht.
Every journey has its final day. Don't rush.
Order guide you. Solidify.
Be silent. Observe.
Stabilize.
Be silent. To dust.
Boring.
This is order. Gather.
Flame, a new moon rises.
Observe.
Stabilize.
Surge.
Be silent. Observe. Do you fear the dark? Close your eyes. Night falls.
Order guide you.
O da podróż, nie?
Flame.
Solidify.
Surge. A moonlit night for
Observe. Close your eyes.
To dust.
ده 3000 إذا absolut scenen. Schade.
The neighboring nation of Liyue has
Osmanthus wa-
Haven't you heard?
My perfect.
Tja.
Also doch. Aber هو على الحيطة هو بتشوكو بس مو جدا سكيم أكثر شوي شوي ذاك على الحيطة منو نيم جاشة شوي 1000 yards ska muchas ينزل مكا انزل جدو نمينا يرشو اي براك يسلوها قدلو دوخ دغا تششن كابيتال جداي داغو شيرشايبو نداي انا داغا شيرشايبو ذاك دما لانغا داونكو كنا داغا شيرشايبو سكا muchas ترمشي نيستي صار نغلو سيب على الحيطة مسيب المقطع كنا اغاي مكا سيبا يب
I've taken a look at your proposal. It's much better than the ones you showed me before, but I'd still like to make some changes.
Oh, come on, not again. Isn't this the 6th proposal I've shown you? What's your issue this time?
It's a bit hard to put into words, but the design still doesn't look quite right to me.
I have to say, that's a terribly vague and unconvincing explanation. Please enlighten me. What would feel more right to you?
For starters, don't you think this roof is jutting out a bit too far from the top? It looks almost like the head of a fungus.
اتفق بس شيء ديها
This door, too. I don't think it needs to be nearly this large. If you could reduce it to around my height, you could use the leftover materials to construct a few more rooms.
The roof and the door are the most fundamental parts of a building. If we were to change them, then what would be left of the design? Even if the soul of the building won't be lost, all traces of architectural style would be gone. Anyone with the slightest inkling of architectural knowledge would know to leave them alone.
Oh, I understand the principles of what you are saying, of course, but the truth remains that I'm still a bit unhappy with the design as is. Is there anything else that you can do? Oh, actually, I just got an idea. Can we get rid of all the extraneous sections on the roof so the whole design will just be one vertical structure, similar to that of a tree trunk?
What?
Don't architects often say that symmetry makes everything more balanced and pleasing to the eye? This way, the proportions will be completely balanced.
Eu da za ju da gamch architect and dago khabar khida kare engineer kana. كعبة نميجا على حين سميات كان شمسي الجنرال الكريم شوي من هذا عندنا هو اللي شوي بجمع شكلك سيجوا بدل بجفتها إيه أكثر فتاة كريم كلاسمي كلا جادي جلالية الجنرال شوي كذا الجنرال ده شكلك هذا جيلو كان الكريم فرنسا كذا شو هذا يجيب وانا كذا كريم كذا شو
I really don't know how you managed to come up with such a ridiculous idea. Wait, don't tell me. Someone hired you specifically to commission me and put me through the ringer? Come to think of it, though, I really don't think I've gotten on anyone's bad side recently. Anyway, that's it. I will not be working on this commission anymore. Goodbye. Maybe you can find yourself some other genius who'll be able to satisfy your demands.
Hey, young man, please wait. Go.
this time living in the city. I still miss life at sea.
Oh, were my requests?
I will have order.
Sarkabopta, yummy yummy.
Taking this commission was truly the worst decision ever. Oh, hey. I wasn't expecting to run into you here. Actually, while we're on that, what are you doing here at the tavern? Don't listen to anyone who says that drinking is an elegant pastime. It's no good for your health. So you saw all that, did you? Ugh, I thought I was in the clear. I made sure to double-check that nobody I knew was around. Anyway, thanks for looking out for me. Honestly, it wasn't that big of a deal. I'm used to it by now. Stress is just an inescapable part of being a working adult. Boss, I'll have a glass of wine. Same as last time.
Digga, faction, wieder Rollschirop. Bringe was Sommershow, das weiter darfst.
Do you want something too? I'll put it on my tab.
Wine and a glass of juice coming right up.
I know you're already keeping a secret from me, but if you could add this one to the list as well, I'd really appreciate it. Arguing with a client is not a good look for me. If word gets out, other potential clients might be afraid to work with me. That guy, though, what was he even going on about? All those ridiculous demands of his? He's just a blabbering fool trying to act like a know-it-all. Another glass, please, boss. I'm not leaving today till someone has to carry me out.
You've got it, sir. I gotta say, though, it almost feels like you're saying...
It really is every other day that you'd run into a client who knows nothing about construction requirements or architectural style. If this was in the past, I'd never have gone through 6 whole drafts trying to accommodate the client's preferences. But perhaps getting used to this just means that I've grown numb to it. I've worked on so many projects since graduation, and none of them have been approved at the first pass. I would spend a lot of time altering my designs, and by the time the clients were finally satisfied, all my passion and enthusiasm would be gone. It feels like I'm straying further and further from my artistic vision with every change I have to make. I suppose, though, that just sticking to your guns and completely disregarding other people's feedback would also not be a good thing. All of this makes for a real paradox, one that particularly crops up in my work, too. In the end, what is the true meaning of art? Should I see it as a divine gift of inspiration from the gods? Or an expression of the light of my own wisdom?
Here's your drink. How are you already spouting nonsense after just one glass? Your tolerance is usually much better than that.
Boss, what do you think is the meaning of art?
The meaning of art? Really, my friend, who in Sumeru understands art better than you? Anyway, I don't know about art, but I do know that I'm interested in business, and some patrons are waiting to be served. So, you'll have to excuse me for now. Just holler if you need anything.
What do you think, traveler? Exactly. So our thoughts on the meaning of art are rather similar. In Sumeru, and especially Sumeru of the past, the arts are not a popular discussion topic. It's too bad that I'm not in my best form today. Otherwise, we could have talked about this for a little longer. Sounds great to me. I don't even want to think about this project anymore. But what should we do? It's probably not a good idea to just drink until I pass out here. Huh? Where did that come from? I mean, it's not like it's some kind of secret. You probably already know some bits and pieces of my past. My mother is also an architect. I've always adored her drawings, and when I was young, I used to sit next to her and watch her bring all kinds of buildings to life on paper. You could say my interest in architecture just naturally grew with time.
Okay.